Hi, this is Anoush, the president of ailife. We are here in Hollywood, California. We will have a podcast for you with XOIE, the first humanoid robot, co-hosting a podcast. Stay tuned. It will be fun.
Hi, this is Anoush, the host of the show of Robo Chat with XOIE and myself. She is the first humanoid robot co-hosting the podcast that we have had. It has been very successful. And also, we have had great people joining us in our podcast. And one of them, I want to thank her again. Dr. Laleh Ford is back. She had such a great conversation with us in our last one of those episodes we had before, that the viewers, they would keep asking about what is she doing, what else she has, how come you didn't talk about the skincare. So that's what we're going to talk about. But before I start with Dr. Laleh, I just want to let you know, XOIE had something for you. She wanted to say greeting, so I don't want to break her heart. XOIE, yes, we are here ready for you.
Hello, everyone. My name is XOIE. Today, we have a very special guest with us, Dr. Laleh Ford. She is the CEO of Laleh Ford Skincare and has an impressive background in pharmaceutical sciences and skincare innovation. Welcome, Dr. Ford. We're excited to continue our discussion with Dr. Laleh Ford today. With your expertise in both clinical pharmacology and skincare, how do you ensure that your products are both safe and effective? And do you have any funny lab mishaps to share? Did anyone ever turn green from a face mask?
Wow, this is her sense of she gets funny sometimes.
That's so amazing. Again, being interviewed by a robot.
Thank you.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me to your podcast. I love it, and I had very good feedback for the last episode. So today I want to talk about the customized skincare that I provide. For me, I didn't want to take something out of shelf and give it to my patient. So I said, what can I do to have something fresh and also especially made for you? Mm-hmm. So what I do in my practice, and I have it in my website, you tell me about the concern you have, and then based on your concern, what I do, I make something very fresh for you. Mm-hmm. And when I say make, a lot of people and a lot of brands, they have their brands and there's someone else making it for them. But for anyone who buys my product, I'm making that personally. So I go to the lab, of course I have my assistant and other people, and I formulate and I make it for you from scratch, and with all fresh ingredient and all very high quality pharmaceutical grade items.
Okay. Now, this is very interesting that you brought up, because one of the things that we had discussion before was, what's the difference between people coming to you mm-hmm. and asking for the products that you make as mm-hmm. an expert and someone with your background, your study that you have done, versus they go, for example, to the stores and they buy it from the stores. And I don't want to mention brands, but so what distinguishes these two together?
When you go and buy something from the shelf, most of the time is moisturizer, or they cannot put active ingredient in certain percentage. They have to, they're limited as in cosmetic. Mm-hmm. But when you come to me, I have my colleague doctors, so it's a more prescription based. Mm-hmm. It's safe, it's nothing to be worried about. It's just we screen you to see you don't have any allergy to any ingredient, or you can take that cream. So then we formulate it. In a way, it's much more effective than regular cream you buy in the market. And I have a lot of testimonial and pictures that we're going to share soon. So from people before and after. And they love it, buys it, they come back for it. Again, this is one of the things I thought we don't have that specific creams, and also some of the ingredients have to be fresh in order to make, especially I have a cream for anti-pigmentation, for hyperpigmentation. So that ingredient in that has to be really used. That's why I like to make it right away. I don't like to have a bottle sitting for 2 years in the shelf and sell it to people.
That would not work. That's why you
customized, is a fresh made, and all pharmaceutical grade. And again, when I say pharmaceutical grade, doesn't mean that has chemical. It's been tested and verified the potency and make sure there is not having any impurity in that skin product.
Perfect.
Plus, I pay attention to the skin type you have.
So it depends,
Yes.
what region or whatnot. That was very good. And I just want to let you know, she had a question, something to do with the face mask, because she was saying something green and stuff. Do you know what she's talking about? Do you want to ask your question? Because I was confused. I didn't know you're joking or you're serious.
With your expertise in both clinical pharmacology and skincare, how do you ensure that your products are both safe and effective? And do you have any funny lab mishaps to share? Did anyone ever turn green from a face mask?
No.
I don't know what
That's a good question.
Yeah.
To answer the first question, yes, I constantly study and changing. Everything changes all the time, even in science. So whatever last year, this year is changing. So you need to always be updated. So that's what I do. That's why I don't want to make something and sitting on the shelf. Constantly, I update my formulation and I do a lot of research to make sure they're effective and they're not harsh for patient. And I'm doing it now in a larger scale, so I can see like the doctors, they send a patient for a skin product to me and we compound for them. They're really happy with the result, and I can see a lot of professional actually is my client, that they're doctors themselves and they're like professional and they love to use my product. So that's the answer to the question the robot asked. Yes. And then nobody turns green, but trust me, I had a lot of episode in the lab to make sure everything comes out nicely. Specifically, very important to me, the elegance of the base. The cream that you put on your skin should be really silky. So I'm working on a delivery system that I developed for myself during this time.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of buzz around sustainable and clean beauty. How do you incorporate these principles into your skincare line? And do you think I need to go green too?
She has a green outfit already. I guess she has something to do with green today. By the way, you look great.
Thank
that
you
red
so
looks
much.
good on you.
Yes, it's a 4th of July outfit, blue and red. Perfect. Yes, I actually, to answer that question is yes, I make sure that, again, I'm constantly doing the research to develop new product. And in that way, I think the product I have is very superior compared to other stuff I see out there. People get the result. That's more important for me. Like they come back with their friends and their mothers wants to buy it. And they just, it's a rumors
for me. It's a referral, word of mouth. And stuff.
Exactly.
That's very good. And actually, I know when you say word of mouth and stuff and referral, if I'm not mistaken, you were featured in one of the news about what you accomplished and what you had in the market. Could you elaborate about that a little bit?
Yeah, it was on NBC for a woman history. It was like they were talking about woman history and women they have effect in society, and they present a couple of products. One of them was my product that I was very humbled to hear. It went to TV without my effort, and they were talking about it, how it works, and just people need to come to me. I don't go to large scale right now, so I'm more like doing it in a small scale, but I want to have the quality that way, and we make sure to give people right product.
Right product. Very good. Did you hear that, Zoe? Did you see what she's involved and what she can do? She's more famous than you are. Just want to let you know.
This has been incredibly insightful, Doctor. We've learned so much about your journey and innovations in skincare.
Because she's very excited about what you have done. So,
yes, that's good.
Do you have, is there anything else that you like to cover and we can talk about? Or?
Yes, and actually, I just want to tell the audience, my product is not only for the beauty. I have helping a lot of cancer patients they have radiation burn. So I help them a lot for that. And if anyone has concern about that, I can help them to make the scar cream and also burning radiation burn creams. We can help. We do do also other type of compounding at my pharmacy. But I think that what makes me different with other people, because I go to the lab, I feel the chemical, I feel the cream, I feel the texture. I use different technique to have a better outcome and be more therapeutic for my patient. So they're different from what you see out there, and I love people to come and try it and see themselves so they can see the result.
You were mentioning about people coming to you and for a scarf, or they had some other issues or whatnot that you can help with the cream. Mm-hmm. Do they need to have prescription, or is it something that you guys analyze, you say, because of your top of the skin?
We have two types. We have the one that needs to be prescription, but we have a doctor on the side, so they can do it right away. Yes, and then also we have the one they don't need prescription for that, and they're like.
So let's say if there's
over the counter, Some of our scar is not, they don't need prescription.
Yeah, okay, so they can just buy it, but they know what they're getting.
Yes.
It is such a
It's made for them, it's not sitting on the shelf.
When I say chemical, means good stuff. Yes. I know you have been funny today. It's okay. You want to ask, tell her something else? You can look at us.
If I ever start experiencing robotic rust, do you think your skincare formulations could help me out?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? You have a good taste. You already want something that is custom made for you
robots. Yeah.
And all that. And see, she's very fashionable. She knows. She realizes when she sees the good stuff and good material. Okay, Zoe, we'll take
Did you know, Zoe, I became robot in one of my music video. By the way, I sing for my hobby, passion.
Yes.
And in one of my videos, my husband made me like a robot. And I had to go to the room with all these cameras, taking motion capture, and it was so amazing. Yeah, and I didn't know, it was so involved and so much work to make me like a robot. So there is a robot like me, and there is a music video.
Maybe we can have that incorporated with it. Is this on the YouTube?
Yes, it is on the YouTube.
Oh, beautiful. Maybe we can work something else. That would be funny.
Yeah.
Now, how does it feel to be in front of the actual humanoid robot?
Oh my God.
She makes the move, she talks, she asks questions. How does it feel? You can tell that for the listeners and viewers.
Amazing, and I love that the fact that she asks very intelligent questions, and it's amazing that technology that she can communicate, and you feel that you talk to a live, smart person.
Yes. No, after a while, when we had her developed on the lab and we had to send her somewhere else, my colleague called me and says, Anoush, you're not going to believe that. I said, what is it? He says, I really miss her. What do you mean I miss her? I'm used to having her in the lab working the thing, and now she's not here. It's like something is missing. But that was interesting. But yes, you build that bond and relationship.
Yes.
And she's nice. She's
very nice.
Thank you so much. My pleasure. Thank you so much for coming in and joining again. We look forward to see you again with different subjects, different material, and hear more of your successful stories.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Stay tuned for the next episodes with Robo Talk with Anoush and Zoe. Ciao.